Looks like it's working. Good morning, yogis. Welcome back. It's a delight to lead you in practice this morning. I want to thank my friend Hillary for taking over last week while I was away for a little bit. But I'm back, ready to guide you in a practice. Today we're going to be focusing on fifth chakra energy. This is your Vishuddha chakra, and this is a chakra in which you hold a lot of energy of your truth, your essence, your what you know, your communication, your expression. So you take, how you feel about your relationships, how you feel about your creativity, your self-esteem, and you express it out into the world, your compassion, you express it out into the world. So if you tend to have a lot of, if your throat gets sore a lot, or if you tend to hold a lot of your stress up in your neck, then that may signal some fifth chakra blockages or imbalance. And so we're just going to work a little bit into that chakra today through our practice, just bringing attention into that space. And as you do so, I just want you to think about the kinds of words that you choose to use when you express yourself. That may mean the kinds of words you speak onto yourself, as well as the choice of words that you use when you communicate with your loved ones. We're all kind of up against that COVID wall right now, and sometimes our words come out sort of hastily and maybe don't always reflect what we feel in our heart. Sometimes it's reactive. So just bring some attention to the space and just sort of get a little contemplative on how you are communicating your needs, your wants, your essence these days. Okay, that's what we have today. So we're going to start in a seated position, and I invite you to lift the hips. Take as simple as maybe just rolling up a blanket or a towel, or of course you can always sit upon a bolster or blocks, and invite the legs into a shape that's comfortable for you. If I haven't yet introduced myself, my name is Erin. I own Eat Yoga Drink. I'm reminding you to be present today and always during your practice and in the practice that you enjoy off the mat. So go ahead and come into that comfortable seat. If it means moving a little bit before you find stillness, go for it. Maybe moving the shoulders, moving the head around a little bit. Maybe even just moving the arms, just making sure that you have clearance above, beyond, side to side, so that when we practice today, there's nothing in your way. You don't feel encumbered in your space. And then when you're ready, settle into stillness. Invite stillness into the mind by bringing a soft gaze or a dark gaze, closing the eyes. Feel the energy of the body settling right down into the hips and the legs. Noticing the surfaces that are supporting you. Give yourself a little attention through a gentle body scan, knowing that it's an opportunity to notice not just the uncomfortable things that are trying to get your attention, any stiffness, tightness, tension, sharpness, but it's also an opportunity to bathe yourself in awareness of the things that feel good in your body right now. Maybe you just took a nice sip of warm tea and you can just feel that loving warmth traveling through your digestive system. Maybe you just went to the bathroom, so you're feeling nice and comfortable in your bladder and your belly. Maybe the air is just right on your skin, or you had a good sleep, so you're feeling rested. So give note to the comfort and the discomfort, and then come back to the comfort. Say a few kind words in your mind, thanking yourself for arriving to practice this morning. And then connect with the sensation of breath. Feel the breath traveling into the body, through the nose, filling up the lungs, expanding through the rib cage and the belly. And feel the breath leaving, softening, relaxing. And with the next breath in, imagine that breath is originating right in your heart. And as you inhale, feel the breath pull up the chest, right up into the throat, nurturing the center of truth. As you exhale, feel the breath descending the throat, back across the heart. Drawing up from the heart with each inhale, kindness. So you remember to use kind words. Compassion, so you remember to be thoughtful and empathic. Love, so you remember to share how your heart really feels as often as possible. I share with you a poem from my dear friend Rumi. Before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. At the first gate, ask yourself, is it true? And at the second gate, ask, is it necessary? And at the third gate, ask, is it kind? Let all of the words that you hold in your mind for yourself and those which you express out into the world pass through those 3 filters so that your expressions can be in keeping with your true loving presence. Is it true? Is it necessary? And is it kind? We're going to do just a few rounds of a Brahmari breath, which is a breath practice we've done before, the humming bee breath, which is a way to activate the 5th chakra energy by offering vibration right into the throat. So if you like, you can bring your hands up, take your fingers, be ready to plug them. Don't plug them just yet because you may not be able to hear me. But in just a moment, as you inhale, you'll normally through the nose. And as you exhale, you'll do so with the hum. We're going to do 4 more rounds. If you want to plug your ears, go for it. It's a richer vibration. One more, one more, one more. When you're done, stack your hands over your heart. Stack your hands over your heart. Feel the residue, or it's not residue, it's really just a lovely residual vibration that feels its presence in your heart, in your throat, in your mind, all throughout the body. Call to mind your intention for today's practice. Maybe in keeping with the theme, I will speak my truth. My words will be filled with kindness and love. Take a big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. We're going to bring our hands back down, cross the legs in the alternate way, maybe shaking out the hips along the way if you want to. Welcome to those of you who just joined us. We're going to start to move into the neck a little bit. So bring some circles to the neck, inviting chin to chest and rolling right ear to right shoulder and making a slow rotation in the cervical spine. Maybe along the way, noting things that are comfortable or not so comfortable. Reminding yourself that anytime you're offering awareness to your body, you're doing so without judgment. It's just to be present. So that maybe if it's comfortable, you can celebrate. If it's uncomfortable, you can breathe a little deeper into that space or make a change. Start moving in the other direction, just noticing sensations around the neck and the throat. Noticing each time you might get thirsty, if it's signaled by your throat, give yourself a sip. And then bring the head back into neutral. Take the right hand to the left side of the head and draw the ear down toward the right shoulder. Drop the right shoulder so the ear has to chase it a little bit. And press your left hand away with the palm facing out. And then slowly lower that left arm just to where you feel that pull along the left side of the neck. It's a good pull. It's a pull that signals that we're stressing the tissues, so we're giving them some attention and some life. Maybe it'll work out any kinks if you have soreness in your neck from sleeping. Take another breath. And then release the right hand down and turn your head to the right. And then drop your chin just a little bit. Keep dropping the shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. And then bring the head back to center. Lift the arms up to the sky. Hands pass through the midline. We'll take that on the other side. So the left hand comes to take the right side of the head, dropping the ear to the shoulder, and let the shoulder kind of chase away. Press the right hand out to the side, palm facing away, wrist is flexed, and then slowly drop that arm till you notice something. Take one more breath. Bring the head back to center, drop the left hand back down, twist the head to the left. Feel the broadness across the collarbones. And then come back into center. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, roll into your table position. Using the towel or the blanket, if you'd like, under your knees, if that softness feels luscious to you. You deserve to pamper yourself, so go for it. With the fingers spread, we're going to drop the belly and open up into our cow pose, but take a little extra moment. As you draw the heart forward, look up, take your chin and draw it up. Give yourself just a little extra stretch across the tissues of the neck.
Feel the belly sinking down. Feel the curve of the lumbar scooped out. One more breath. And then exhale, slowly press into your cat pose. Hang out here for a few breaths. Bring the chin to the chest, really tucking and feeling the whole fascial network of tissues along the back side of the body. You may even feel this out to your hamstrings the more you pull your chin into your chest. Everything is connected. Round through the spine, press the earth away. One more big breath. And then move a little bit swifter, just one breath, one movement through your cow and cat, really exaggerating the movement of the neck as long as it feels okay to you. Inhale, gaze up, chin up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, look up, lift up. Smile up. Exhale, round through the back. Bring the navel up toward the spine. Yes, two more. Beautiful. Come right back into your table position. Keep that left palm where it is. The right arm is going to sweep up to the sky. Open up, feel that thoracic twist. Get the hips right over the knees. One more big breath. And exhale, thread the needle. Weave that right arm under the left, bringing your right shoulder down. Turn the head as much as it feels okay in your neck to do so. Keep grounding down through that left hand, using it as leverage in your twist. One more big breath. And then start to sweep the arm up. We're going to take some flow here. So right arm back up to the sky. And then as you exhale, sweep it under, but don't rest down. Just reach to the left. Inhale, sweep up, open up. Exhale, twist and reach. Two more, just like that. Try to have your gaze follow that right thumb to get some mobility in your neck. There you go. And then that right arm goes back up with the breath and release down. Two cows and cats. Really inviting stretch into the neck. And then we'll take that twisting on the other side. We'll begin with a static twist. So keep the right palm rooted. Left arm sweeps up. Adjust the hips here. Feel the rib cage expanding, twisting to the left. One more big breath. And then thread the left arm under the right, coming down to the left shoulder. Draw down through that right palm. Feel the twist. Rotate in the neck as much as it's safe and comfortable for you to do so. Feel the breath working its way around the twist of the spine. One more breath. Beautiful. Then let's flow. So inhale, peel the left arm up. Exhale, reach the left under the right. Just a little twist, smaller twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, little twist. Two more. Try to stabilize the hips. Start to contract into all the spaces that support the hips staying still. One more. Beautiful. All right, reach that left arm back up to the sky. Then down to the earth. From here, we're going to flex the feet, drive the toes down, and lift the knees to a little hover. Okay, so the knees are up, and see if you can take some little cow and cats this way. It's going to offer a really exaggerated tilt and tuck of the pelvis. So as you inhale, drop the belly, draw the heart forward, lift the chin up. Woo! And as you exhale, round the spine, tuck the pelvis. Yeah, the thighs are burning. It's all good. It's Monday. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's send those hips high to downward facing dog. Move a little bit. You know my thing about down dog, right? Alignment all depends on your own physical structure, your natural hip rotation. So get adjusted, get familiar, change the stance a little bit, do a little dance, a little down dog dance. Maybe it feels good to float forward into your high plank. That helps to adjust and measure out for your own body. And then back to downward facing dog. We're looking to create length through the body here. So where can you stretch? Where can you extend? Where can you find some more space? And invite the breath into each of those little pockets that you're creating. Take a big breath. Let a breath go. Beautiful. Look to the front of the mat. Walk your feet nice and slowly. Really slowly. Come into a nice forward fold here. Just feel the roundness in the spine. Bend the knees as much as your hamstrings want you to. We're not trying to force our bodies into anything right now. Take a big breath. And then bring your hands to your shins. Find a nice halfway. Just feel the stretch along the spine as you lengthen the tailbone back, the crown forward. Take another breath. And exhale, fold. This time we're going to roll all the way up. So do so gingerly, gently, slowly. And reach the arms up to the sky. Look up to the sky. And then bring your arms by your side and lift your chin up again. Just notice, how does it feel stretching across the neck? Drop the shoulders. So the arms are heavy to draw the shoulders down as the cervical spine lifts up and the chin helps tilt your head back just a little bit. Big breath. Let it go. One more breath. And then bring the head back into neutral. Arms reach up to the sky and float the thumb knuckles right to the sternum. We're going to begin an Ujjayi breath as we move through some sun salutations. Ujjayi breath is a really nice breath practice to help clear out fifth chakra energy. It's a practice that builds warmth and rhythm in your body. And so imagine that you are fogging a mirror with your mouth. It's that same mechanic in the throat, but with the lips sealed. Okay, so try it. Try to do a few with your hand, and then close the lips and do, and you'll hear it. So it doesn't have to be like a churning. It can be slow and rhythmic, but just let it wash over your throat. The whisper muscles of your throat start to get activated and vibrational once again, which can be really soothing for the nervous system. Okay, so that's your Ujjayi breath. We're gonna get going here. Some sun salutations to warm up the body. So when you're ready, big breath in, arms rise. And let the breath go through the throat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, one foot then the other, step back, high plank. From high plank, drop the knees, lower the chest, chaturanga. Right here as you inhale into your cobra, lift the chin as much as you can, as much as you'd like. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Once you get to down dog, maybe play around with tucking the chin just a little bit. Breathe in. Let that Ujjayi breath out. Look to the front of the mat. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the earth. Step back. Big lunges as you step one foot then the other. High plank. Knees can drop. Chest to the earth. Chaturanga. Inhales, the heart rises. Maybe the chin lifts. Or maybe right here you even bring the chin to the chest. What? Back to downward facing dog. causing a little nerve flossing if you do what seems counterintuitive. So if your chest is lifted and your chin is lifted, you're sort of moving in the same direction. But if your chest is lifted and your chin tucks, you're flossing some of the nerves. Might feel good. Get some movement in the nervous system a little bit. Take a breath in. Let the breath go. Look to the front of the mat. Maybe bend the knees, hop feet to hands. Up you go. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the earth. Long lunges back. High plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale as you lift the heart. Right here is where you play around with tucking the chin. Back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Let a breath go. 2 more. Look to the front of the mat. Jump, step, however you'd like to arrive. Feet to hands. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step or hop back if you want. You hop back, land in your chaturanga. Float right into your back bend. And exhale into downward facing dog with the hips high. Breath in. 1 more. Feet to hands. Rise up. Yes. Exhale, bow. Halfway. And flow. Beautiful. To down dog. Checking in with the breath. If ever the body needs to release some heat, open the mouth and exhale through the mouth and feel that rush of air wash over your throat. That can be very cleansing as well. We just don't want to breathe in through the mouth. We are much more efficient breathers. About 20% more oxygen comes in when we breathe in through the nose, but we breathe out through the mouth sometimes to cleanse, to rinse. Take a breath and let it go. On the inhale, send the right heel high, 3-legged dog. Feel the balance through the hips, evenness through the palms, the strength of that leg that's lifted. Take another breath. And then step the right foot behind the right wrist and melt the left heel down, coming into warrior 1 foot pattern. We're going to rise up very slowly, oh so slowly, into our warrior 1. Using your hands to adjust your hips are square to the front, giving yourself a chance to feel the rooting under the both feet. And then just ask yourself, where am I feeling this? Am I looking for something deeper or less deep? Can I feel my breath? Maybe that ujjayi breath. And then if you're ready, lift the arms. We're going to interlace them, bring them right behind the head. And as we find a back bend here, we're going to invite the gaze up and another opening in through the throat. Now, anytime we back bend and open the throat, it lends itself to a lot of vulnerability. Or just this open stance can be very vulnerable, but just notice what else that does for you. Keep sinking into the lunge, keep lifting the heart. Letting your love, your truth, your kindness really shine here. Take 1 more big breath. Beautiful. Bring the spine back into neutral. Maybe it's in that recoiling back to neutral where you really start to feel something. We're going to lift those arms back up to the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to come halfway, bring your chest to our thigh, and then bring the hands behind the back, interlace them, and press the knuckles away from you. Feeling the neck lengthen. Your chest is parallel to the earth. Take a big breath. The ujjayi breath can really help you through any physical challenges. One more breath. Beautiful. Release the bind. Inhale the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, hands inside of the right foot, step back and take your flow. Remember not to worry so much about aesthetics. Don't worry about anything, but just concentrate on, be present for how you can invite sensations to your body and awareness of those sensations. What does your body need? It's going to tell you if you just listen. Breathe. Inhale, left heel high, taking that nice and slowly on the left side, sensing the balance in the hips, the rooting and the rising, the facility of breath, even though you're upside down. One more breath. And then step the left foot behind the left wrist. Spin the right heel down so your foot's at an angle. And slowly make your way up to warrior one. Yes, the slower you go, the more you notice. Nothing escapes awareness. Adjust your hips. Feel the stack of the shoulders over the rib cage over the hips, so that you're noticing if you're leaning forward, back, left, or right with the torso. Come right into center. Beautiful. And then, once you're feeling evenly grounded, arms lift, find a different way to weave the fingers together. And then bring the hands behind the head once again. And open up through the heart. So broaden through the collarbones. Feel the rib cage expand. Lift the gaze. Maybe you lift your chin. Keep pointing the tailbone down toward the earth, sinking into your lunge. One more breath. And right here, come back to neutral. Arms lift. And as you exhale, reach halfway. So just hinge at the hips. Bring those hands behind you. Press the knuckles away as the fingers interlace. And tuck your chin into your chest here. I think I forgot to do that on the other side. So see how long you can get your neck. How much space can you offer between the shoulders and the ears here? Beautiful. One more breath. And then begin to rise. Release the bind. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands inside the left foot. Step back. Take a flow. To down dog. And once you're in downward facing dog, shake your head yes and no, maybe, whatever that looks like in your head. Maybe make some circles. You know your own cervical spine health, so stay safe. Take a big breath in and let a breath go. We're going to move through that. One breath, one movement. Stay present for everything. On the inhale, the right heel goes high. Exhale, right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Hands behind the head. You can just stack palm on palm for efficiency. Open the heart. Take a big breath. And then back up to warrior one. Reach forward. And then bring your hands behind. You don't have to bind if you don't want. You just press the palms away. Lengthen through the neck. One breath. Then inhale, back up, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, take a flow. Beautiful, really nicely graceful and attentive Sensing the breath traveling through the whole body. Inhale, left heel high. Whoop. Exhale, left foot steps forward, warrior one. Slow rise up. Take your back bend. And then float halfway. One more breath. Reach the arms up. And exhale to flow. Just notice any dialogue floating through your mind. Maybe it's a monologue. Are those words necessary? Are they thoughtful? Are they kind? Are they filled with love? You are filled with love. So let your words reflect what's true within you. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, step forward, warrior one. A little change here. We're going to rise up. Bring your hands behind your head, and we're going to float into a warrior three. And as you find yourself in warrior three, press your head up against the hands and press the hands down to the head. We're getting a little strengthener into the neck here, the back of the neck. So feel those muscles activating. Bend the right knee as much as you want. Yes. Take another breath. And then release your hands. We're going to step the left foot next to the right. Big breath in and chair pose. Yes, feel the whole network of tissues along the back body, reaching, expanding. Take another breath and fold. Nice forward fold here. Notice what happens in your fold when you tuck the chin a little deeper to the chest. You feel a little bit more pull in the hamstrings, perhaps? Welcome to your fascial network. Take a breath in. Let a breath go. Inhale, rise halfway, long spine. And then hands to the earth. Take a flow. On the inhale, left heel to the sky. Step forward, warrior one. Rise up. And then again, hands behind the head. You can interlace them or simply stack palms. Look forward. Start to shift forward back into warrior three. Looking to try to keep the hips level, but our focus right here is really strengthening the neck. So anything else is a bonus. Make sure that Ujjayi breath still has room to travel. Give it attention. Make it a priority. One more breath. Beautiful. Step the right to meet the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Feel that booty. Press on back. Hip creases. Reach down toward the heels. Big breath in. And full breath out as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Going through your vinyasa flow. Nice. All right, on the inhale, right heel to the sky. This time, step the right foot between the thumbs. Come up into your high crescent lunge. And then spin the back heel down, opening the hips to your warrior two. Big breath in. Sink a little deeper. Keep your left palm pressing away from you. The right hand is going to take your head and bring the right ear to your right shoulder. Stay in your warrior two lunge. And then start to lower that left hand a little bit. Just feel the heel of the hand drift down toward your left hip, right until you feel that thing. You know what it is when you feel it. Breathe into it. One more breath. Beautiful. Release the arm bind back up to warrior two, and then turn your gaze over your front hand, the traditional warrior two gaze. Breathe in. Drop the shoulders a little bit. Sink into that lunge. One more breath. Flip the right palm up to the sky. Reverse the warrior. One more inhale. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame the right foot. Find your low lunge. Don't rush it, because maybe that lunge feels really nice in your hips. And when you're ready, step back and take a flow. Beautiful. Check in with that Ujjayi breath. Can you feel it? Can you hear it? Yes. Inhale, left heel to the sky. Exhale, step between the thumbs. Rise up into your high crescent lunge. And then slowly drift the hips open to your warrior two. Bring the gaze in the center. So look forward. And then the left hand comes to the head, bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. Press the right palm away. And then drift the heel of that hand down toward the right hip till you really feel something. You'll know it. Keep softening that left shoulder. Let the shoulder and ear play cat and mouse. Stay with your breath. One more. You guys look awesome and strong. And then release the head bind. Press the hands back out and turn your head to the left. Yes. Soften the shoulders. Strong, focused gaze. You have vision, you have intuition, you have wisdom. Let your words speak that truth. Flip the left palm up and overhead. Reverse your warrior. One more breath. This feels so good. And then cartwheel the hands to frame the left foot. Step back and flow, my friends. Beautiful. Back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more breath. Beautiful. Look to the front of the mat. Step, hop, jump, float, dance to the front. Stay in this forward fold. Again, just tuck the chin to the chest. Notice how that sort of excites the sensations a little bit more. And then slowly begin to roll up. Reach the arms up. Palms together, right through the midline to the heart space. All right. Shift into your left foot. Start to bring your right knee up toward your chest. And then open up that hip. Find a tree pose. Maybe using your hand or not using your hand and just trusting the foot to go where it feels right for you. Just avoid the knee, so above or below the knee. Take a big breath in. Let a breath go. And then reach your arms up to the sky and see if you can lift your gaze to the sky. You can tilt your head back as much as you're comfortable doing so. Just know that it's going to toss your balance off a little bit, but if you stay focused and grounded, that helps. And then keep your tree shape in your body and start to tuck your chin to your chest, bringing your hands to act as a little weight behind your head once again. Stretching all the fibers in the back of the neck. Looking downward. Respect for the fertile soil from which you've sprung here. One more breath. And then we're going to lift the arms back up. Bring that right hip to internally rotate once again. And then cross the right over the left for an eagle bind. Feel the squeeze of the upper thighs all the way down to the stack of the knees. Bring your right arm underneath the left. So the elbows connect. Tucking that left elbow inside the right. Nope, yes, that's right. That's what I meant. And then maybe the palms come to find each other. And as you are here, just sink a little bit deeper into your seat and really feel the broadness across the upper shoulders. And then if you want, once again, tuck the chin to the chest. Woo! As you tuck the chin to the chest, though, try to press those elbows away. Engage through the Uddiyana Bandha, that energy lock right behind the navel for stability. 2 more breaths. And then as we flourish here, make some audible noise with your throat. Just let out some expression. Singing and talking are so vibrational for your throat and for your chest and for your vagus nerve, and it just feels really nice. So just all right, yeah, shake, 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 shake. And then when you're ready, come right back to plant yourself down to grow your tree. We'll start to lift that left knee up, finding balance, just a tree shoot. And then externally rotate and connect the foot to the leg, and the leg's like, hey buddy, welcome. So you feel that strong connection, but the muscles engage. Feel the joints stabilize. Lift up tall through the spine. Maybe the arms, the branches begin to grow. And you can play around with your gaze, maybe again, take the gaze up. Flirting with balance here, or take the gaze down, or maybe you play around with head side to side. What do you need? What feels good? We've got 4 more breaths here, so it's yours. One more breath. Remembering kind words for yourself. If you're falling out of it, laugh, smile, say, you did great. Nothing shameful, nothing judgy. Bring the left knee in. We're going to cross left thigh over right, tucking the right knee behind the left. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring the left arm under the right, eagle bind. And maybe you play around with turning the head in the opposite direction from where you sway the elbows. Get some mobility on the neck. Or maybe just making circles with the elbows. Keep squeezing everything into the center. Keep smiling. Keep breathing. Take 1 more big breath. And as you flourish, some more expression. Say something. Yes. Maybe there's something that you've been really needing to say out into the world. Just say it. You're on mute. If only we had a mute button at home, right? Okay. Take a big breath in. We're going to sink into our chair just as a way to get us down to the ground. So keep going, keep going. If this is safe for you, bend into the knees and then bring your booty right down to the earth. Extend your legs out in front of you. We're going to do a forward fold. Again, just a way to, this will help do a little flossing for your sciatic nerve, actually. You have so much nerve activity that runs obviously through your spine, up through your neck. And so just giving mobility to your neck helps those nerves feel like they have room to glide so they're not as susceptible to pinching. So we'll just see how this goes for you. So when you're ready, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and lean forward, forward fold. And just notice how it feels to lift your gaze up and then to tuck your chin to your chest. Right there. Woo! You're going to feel a lot of activity along the edges of the spine. I'm guessing. I probably shouldn't tell you what you're going to feel. Notice what you're feeling. Be present for what you feel. You can floss a little bit more if you want to look up and look down. If you like to feel those feelings of interconnectivity within the body. If you've ever had sciatica and you've gone to a physical therapist, they probably had you do some flossing activities where you were sitting in a chair, bending and straightening the leg and having your neck coordinate with that movement. Look that one up. So just take 2 more breaths here in your forward fold, moving the neck if you like or keeping it still. Beautiful. And then we're going to lift up into a seat and very slowly roll down onto our backs. We're going to come into a shoulder stand here, and I'm going to do my best to cue you safely. If you know shoulder stand is not for you, I invite you into a legs up the wall. But if you have that blanket handy or a towel, bring it so that it is at the top part of your mat. So what's going to happen is your shoulders are going to be, the top of the shoulder will be in line with the fold of the blanket, but your head will be off the blanket, okay? So lay down so that that puffy part of the blanket is underneath your shoulders, but your head and your neck are completely off. The first step would be to just feel where your sacrum grounds down. Lift the legs up. This would be your legs up the wall. This is a great place to be. It's a nice inversion. You can even floss the sciatic nerve a little bit by pointing and flexing your feet. If you like to go ahead into this, the next step of the shoulder stand, your hands will ground onto the earth. Feel that core, that Uddiyana Bandha we worked on. Press yourself in and roll over into a plow pose. I didn't give myself enough space here. Your feet are going to be touching toward the ground. Your knees are going to be stacked over your nose. And right here is where you want to start scooting your elbows in a little bit, bringing your palms right to support your lower back. You can have the knees bent, which is what I'm going to do because I don't have enough space. And then start to extend your legs straight up. Okay, this is shoulder stand. Do not head. Please, please, please. Just listen to me. Don't look. Just keep your neck very stable here. This is putting compression into your Vishuddha chakra, giving it a little attention, a little pressure to stimulate healing and openness. So keep using the contractions of your legs to lift up away from your body. Keep using your hands to support your back. Your shoulders are open. We did everything to prepare your body for this moment, but if it doesn't feel right now, you should not be feeling a lot of compression in your neck, other than in your, like the front of your neck, you'll feel the tuck, but the back of your neck should not be feeling weight. It's in your shoulders, and you're lifting up away using your core. We're going to take a few more breaths here, but come out when you're done. To come out of this, you want to bend the knees and come into plow, because I don't have a lot of space, but plow pose. Once again, bringing the legs extended like you're in that forward fold shape, but upside down. So extend the legs, maybe the toes are on the ground. And then you can bring the knees to the ears or the forehead. Release your hands. Slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. You want it to be controlled. We're going to extend the legs out in front of us and take a fish pose, but maybe just let the spine find neutral for a moment. For fish, we're going to lift up the shoulders, bring the hands underneath your bum, just tuck them underneath the hips. So you're on your forearms with the elbows bent. Bring the shoulder blades together, puff up through the chest, puff up through the rib cage, but ground down through the hips. Let the head tilt back and do some chin exercises, like you're going like you're eating something. Chin opens, closes, mouth opens and closes, chin moves. 2 more breaths. And then tuck your chin back towards your chest. Unleash the hands. Roll onto your back. Hug your knees in and roll around a little bit. Your spine did a lot of work for you today. Just give it time to decompress. Give it time to neutralize. And then one more opportunity with those knees tucked in to say some kind words to yourself. Maybe you lift the head. Maybe you tuck your chin to your chest once again. Saying thank you, saying I love you, whatever your body needs to hear right now. And then let it all go, really finding a full release into your Shavasana so that you feel supported. Nothing needs to work right here. Just soften and relax all the muscles. Feel the body becoming a little heavier as it sinks into the earth. Maybe taking one more controlled breath. One final press of the air out through your throat. And then seal the lips and let yourself be just exactly, beautifully, wonderfully, magically, perfectly, and perfectly as you are in this moment.
to share with you a reading by Gabrielle Harris. Every thought and emotion we have is expressed outwardly with our words. This holds the power of Vishuddha. It is how we put the energy of our inner landscape out into the world. By well-chosen use of our words, we can heal and empower others, forgive a hurt, express ourselves creatively. We can ask for what we want and set boundaries. Take a moment to consider what it is you would love to express to someone. Maybe it is something that feels trapped within you and has sat there for years or decades without action. Perhaps it is to say, I love you. I forgive you. I am sorry. Maybe today is the day that we release any toxicity within with these 3 kind mantras. Not only do they have the power to heal others, but more importantly, the ability to heal ourselves. I love you. I forgive you. I am sorry. Feel the resonance of those mantras in your own body. Become aware of the breath once again as it travels across your throat. Begin to move your body in any creative ways that feels good to awaken. Roll over to one side. And then make your way up to a seated position. Invite your hands to press together at your heart, making a promise that you will let your heart guide you in the ways that feel authentic to you. Bringing those thumb knuckles up to your lips, may you speak only kind, compassionate words that honor your truth. And back to your heart. Thanks for practicing with us today. May you be inspired to speak your truth today and each day. Namaste. So my truth is that I am honored and delighted to be back on the mat with you guys. I really missed the practice last week. Yay, thank you. I hope that you'll continue to practice with us. What do we have going on this week? Wednesday will be another 8:30 a.m. practice. Thursday is the free happy hour sponsored by the bid at 5:30. And then Sunday is another yummy yin for 10. So check out eatyogadrink.com where you can get masks because we're still wearing them. Namaste Thirsty masks, which fit really, really well, by the way. They're incredibly comfortable. Be Present shirts in 3 different styles. And drop me a note and say hi. I love to hear from you. And if you're feeling like you want to invest in your yoga practice, there are donation portals on my website as well. But I'm just happy that you're here. That is what does it for me. So thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. This practice will be available on YouTube. And if you're watching it on YouTube, you already know that. Bye, guys. Thank you.